this is actually the issue. Like I said, it's not in terrible condition. The car isn't in the best condition. Alright, so let me give you guys a little rundown on this. So me and one of my good friends, we decided to go all the way to West Palm Beach to go and purchase a 2012 Yukon Denali. I'm not gonna lie, we went into this thinking that we were gonna get scammed.
Well, we sure bought the car, so we started working immediately, and this was the start of one hell of a project.
That is literally what we are doing in my freaking room with a fucking iPhone camera. So we're gonna pull out the motor and get to work on it. Oh, she's so sexy. Don't be looking at my girl like that. Those are in good shape. I found the problem. So this lifter is completely collapsed. Usually when a cam goes bad, it's gonna look just like that. See? As you can see, we just took apart the motor. By the looks of it, the cam isn't gonna have much damage because that is an active fuel management lifter. When we build this motor, we're gonna completely delete that. All right, guys, so we are finally with the motor in the garage on the engine stand. Here's the start to a great project. Right now, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking this thing apart all the way down to the bare block. We're gonna be taking out everything because, like I said, we're gonna be resealing this entire motor and rebuilding the entire thing. 194K miles. Those rings have to be beat to shit. Make sure you guys subscribe.
Any companies want to work with me in building this motor, you guys could give me a heads up. My Instagram is down below, and you guys can reach out to me through there.
But without further ado, no more yapping. Let's get into this thing. Well, this timing covered gasket is brand spanking new. Look at this thing. Looks like they already got into this motor. So, everything's looking good. Tensioner just broke on me. Look at that. So long story short, when I was taking out the valley cover, I didn't realize, but 2 bolts dropped into the actual cam and they were stuck in there. So now we actually have to take out the crankshaft first and pistons and everything in order to get to those bolts and take them out, because I can't take out the cam like that. Luckily, it's not a big deal because we are rebuilding this motor and we have to take out the crankshaft and pistons anyways. But if it was just a cam, this would be it will be a problem. Stupid mistake. It's very important that you guys are marking your stuff. Make sure you guys mark your main caps. Make sure you guys mark your rods. Mark everything. Talk about a ghetto setup. This is what we're gonna hold a bolt with, because unfortunately I do not have a nut. So we're gonna hope to God that this holds and doesn't crack, which I am almost sure it's going to crack. Okay, it works. It actually spins the crank. Nice. Beautiful brake cleaner. As you can see, this is my brake cleaner. So let me walk you guys through the actual marks. So as you can see, we have main cap 1, main cap 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I just marked them, cleaned it off, marked. Now for the actual connecting rod, I marked each of them on the way up. That is how I did the marks on this. Now it's time to take out the rods, then the crank, main caps, pistons, and then we will have this engine completely taken apart. just took out the crankshaft, and now we have access to the actual cam. So these were the bolts that I was talking about yesterday. Theoretically, they should come right out, hopefully. If not, it's gonna be a pain. There we go, yes.
What bolt was that?
I'll tell you now. Yes, okay. Beautiful. All right. Usually you don't want to let it smack up against the sides, but it doesn't matter because I'm changing the camshaft bearings. All right, guys, so we just got both the crankshaft and the camshaft out. Even though the lifter did collapse, the cam looks like it's in pretty good shape because it was the AFM lifter. So the active fuel management lifter, it doesn't, if it collapses, it doesn't quite exactly mess up the cam because it still functions as a lifter. It just causes ticking noise because it's just bouncing up and down. But the cam is in good shape, but we're not gonna use this. We're gonna put a stage 4 Texas speed cam or Brian Tooley Racing. So we could keep this as a decoration. All right, so I think it's fair to call it a night. We got this block completely stripped down. So you can see the cylinder walls are in excellent shape. I'm not gonna hot tank it. I'm just gonna pressure wash the entire block and then hone the cylinders because we're running a little bit of a budget build. So yeah, crank is also in excellent condition. There's no scorching or scratches, nothing. Obviously no spun bearings, so that's fucking amazing. And like I said, the cam is in very good condition. It is really important that you guys stay organized. I am not the most organized person, but when it comes to this type of stuff, you have to stay organized. If not, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. You're gonna lose stuff. Like I said, keep everything organized, keep everything in one spot, and you guys are gonna see how much better shit is gonna be. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video as far as completely stripping apart the block. In the next video, we will be completely cleaning this thing up and figuring out what we're gonna do with the crank, pistons, and rods. So if you guys want me to run a full-on race build, I will do it. But if you guys can help me out and go on my website, MadMechanicDiaz.com, I have a whole bunch of stuff on that website. Even if you guys don't want to buy anything, it's pretty cool if you guys check it out. Without further ado, that's gonna end this video. Peace out, guys. Stay mad.